Hi there, can I speak to Peter Stafford?
Speaking.
Hi, my name is Dr. Bruce Forsyth. I'm giving you a wee call from Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
All right, mate.
Hi, I'm pretty sure you've been waiting on some news back for your knee and your hip, yeah?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had spoke to them?
Look, it's been a long time since. Well, I went to. I've been having my hip. I had the 3 months and the 6 months.
Yep.
Well, that's for last June, so.
Yep,
That was like.
so we were just giving you a wee call just to try and kind of get you booked in for your operation for your knee and your hip.
Right.
So obviously, I think you were told last time that we were going to do the hip replacement and the knee replacement?
Yeah.
Yep. Now, have you been having much pain with it recently?
Well, she because of the other hip.
Yep.
I'm kind of putting a bit of pressure on her because that other hip doesn't seem to be, repaired right. Well, no, I don't mean that. I'm not saying it's not done right. It's just I'm still having a lot of pain with it.
I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that in a second because we did want to speak to you about that as well. Now, see with your the current 2 operations you're coming in for your knee and your hip. Okay. Now, where are you at actually at the moment? Are you at home at the moment?
Yes.
Right. Okay. What we're doing is this is only going to take less than 5 minutes. It's just a quick phone call consultation with you. It's just to save getting you all there in when we can ask you just some questions now. Okay. Now, are you sitting down at the moment?
Yes.
Right. Go and do me a favour. Because we just need to see where the pressure's coming from. Can you straighten your leg and then pull it back in as if you're bringing it back in just to see how much tightening there is? Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Is it quite tight?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Now, go and do me another favour as well. Can you just stand up for me?
Right.
Now, don't do this too difficult, especially if you're in pain, but can you just move your lips left to right and just tell me if you hear a wee cracking noise?
A what?
If you just stand up and move your hips left to right and just tell me if you hear a wee cracking noise?
No, not really, no.
Right, okay, that's fine. Right, I want to go back to your previous operation first and foremost, all right?
Yeah.
So, can you remember the exact date you got that done?
I think it was 7th of June.
Aye, that's right.
No, 16th. That's it.
Aye, that's right.
Aye.
That's what I've got here. So, when they done your hip replacement, all right?
Yeah.
There's a certain type of bone marrow that's used for it, and it's basically the same for like ankles, hips, and elbows. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the part that was used for your last hip replacement has not been repaired properly because it was basically elbow fragments it was put in.
All right.
So we are going to have to get that looked at because there should never have been elbow fragments put in there in the first place because it's a hip replacement. You don't need an elbow in there, do you know what I mean? So we're going to have to get that looked at.
Right.
There's a new procedure as well called bone marrow swap, which is a lot easier than actually getting a full basically replacement put in for your new operation, okay?
Right.
So basically, because you're getting your knee and your hip done at the same time, because they come from the same ligament family, all we would simply do is we would replace them. So we'd basically just move the knee up and move the hip down.
Right.
So it means that we're not actually putting anything else as a replacement. It's still going to be your own bone. So we basically put your knee in your hip and your hip in your bone, okay? And your hip in your knee, okay?
Right.
Now, what's your availability to come in?
Well, I was quite surprised about it. Did you give me a couple of days to think about it?
Aye, that's fine. Like I say, all we're going to do is simply put your hip into your knee and your knee into your hip. And then in the other one, we'll actually just replace that because they put an elbow in there somewhere and I don't know how that happened.
Right.
Peter, can I just ask you another question as well? Do you have a son called Peter as well?
Yes.
Yeah, because this is a prank call and my name's John and I'm on social media. He's contacted me and asked me to wind you up.
Yeah.
He has.
I denied you there.
You're not. I don't think we're going to swap your knee and your hip about. You know what I mean?
No, I denied you. You told me to stand up and swing about. I never done it.
Oh, you did. You were standing hokey cokey. I could hear you.
Oh, I was sitting here